Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of Fantasy Life. So we have to go back to the summit, so I might as well just fast travel there. Am I right? I think I'm right. So we'll go there. There's been a lot of dialogue these last few episodes, and while that's unfortunate, I think we've been learning quite a lot. And like I said, once this series ends, we will be moving on to Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker. Pretty excited for that, to be quite honest. And I'm pretty excited to pull this game off, go on to my own, and play. Preposterous! A bunny tied to a fish would just look like a bunny tied to a fish. Nothing more. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't notice your return. What do you have to report? My king, we found it! We found Terranimbus! Exclamation points! That is a groundbreaking achievement. And better yet, we found a floatstone big enough to power the goddess ship. Oh my word. Wow, that thing is really big. Oh my god. Stunning, isn't it? A floatstone to power the goddess ship. I've never seen anything like it! It's quite the treasure, I must say. There was this, a floatstone from Terranimbus. Oh man, Falcon, we did! We found the Terranimbus! I know, I was listening outside this whole time, my boy. Now everyone knows that what you said was true. Oh, if only things work that way. You are indeed so young, Robin. But I must thank you. I knew you'd make a name for yourself up there in the skies. Thank you, Falcon. I owe my training to you. Don't let it go to your head now. Seems like the toughest work still lies ahead. Agreed, but I think we're up to the challenge. Your Highness, I request permission to take this floatstone to the airship right away. Just order me to do so, please. Well, I suppose if it's alright with our friends here, then yes, go ahead. Whoa! Well, look at that! Just got ordered to do something by the king himself. What a day! Falcon, wait! You can't just... Your Highness, please pardon old man Falcon. He's well, weird. He doesn't really know it. He does not need my forgiveness. I should have listened to him earlier. You're a very really generous king. Thank you. Now to the airship. But they didn't take the floatstone. A floatstone of this size should easily power the goddess ship. Actually, we think this stone originally came from Mother's airship. Oh, is that so? Sure is so. I'm sorry, I don't believe you've properly made my acquaintance. Pardon her, Your Grace. That's my sister Nolia. If you're Yulia's sister, that would make you. Nolia's sister is what would make me. Charming. Yes, but it will also make you the daughter of the life goddess, is what I'm getting at. Boy, nothing gets past this guy, huh? What is he, your court scientist and chief researcher? Look, the glasses in here seem pretty rosy, but the truth is, we don't know how to save Riveria, yet. But we do at least know this floatstone played a big role the last time Riveria was saved. So we need to take the floatstone back to Lunaris to see if we can come up with something up there. Lunaris? Lunaris? Sorry, that was... Oh man, I'm just gonna put on the timer because I forgot again. How are you gonna get there? Yeah, that's the part we haven't quite figured out yet. I mean, we're going back one way or another. Academic opinion is divided when it comes to the possibility of traveling to Lunaris. Although, if we think of the sky as some sort of shell surrounding Riveria, as Julia described, then perhaps Lunaris could be considered. Blah, blah, blah. Gladstone. Oh, it's the cute little man from Mount Snow Peak. Hello, Mr. Indubitable Crown Champion. The former King of Castell, in all his, well, most of his bare glory. Grandfather, what did you mean about the lid? My dear granddaughter, I was saying that Hughes talks too much. I like this guy. You're Gladstone. You're the one who left all those notes on Terra Nimbus. I'd forgotten about those. Yes, I was quite the geologist, botanist, and anthropologist for a bit. You forgot you studied on Terra Nimbus? Look, youngster, when we're mastering every skill under the sun, you forget about some things. Like peanuts. I had forgotten about those. Had one the other day. Delicious. Like tasting it for the first time. I'm just glad I just came by to congratulate the new adventurers on their successful return for Terra Nimbus. That's quite the feat. Wonder if you came back with any sort of knowledge to share with everyone. We were able to talk to Father up there, see? And it's true, the sky is basically a shell and Lunaris is kind of a hole in that shell. Father observed this world through that hole. Ha, I knew that old cargo was nothing more than an overblown peeping Tom. Well, what else did you expect a god to do, Father? So, wait, he watches us all of us, all the time? I'm not exactly sure what his routine is, but he made it clear to us the opening in the sky is closing. Reveria is gradually losing power to sustain the opening. So we only have until the next eclipse before the opening closes for good. And that's not even the bad news. What's even worse is that the next eclipse will be a total ferocious eclipse. It's going to come down and devour everyone in Reveria right as the hole closes for good. Well, that's not quite how physics works, but the end result is sound fantasy science. The point is, we have until the next eclipse before all hope for Reveria is destroyed, along with Reveria. But what will happen to us then? Well, my dear, I would think the darkness would become lost in a state of permanent darkness, and by darkness I mean world. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh yeah. Did you all rehearse that before I got here? Regardless, it's not the darkness that should concern us right now. What is it then? It's a what? Tell us! Achoo! What? That was the weirdest sneeze I've ever done. Been waiting for that one to come out for days. Maybe you're catching a cold? Better than throwing one. Look, you all here are overthinking this. A hole is a hole. Get it? A hole? Is a hole. Come on, say it all together if you need to. Things can go into a hole and things can come out of a hole. Imagine your airship is a letter and Lunaris is the mailbox. Take your letter and stick it in the hole! You always were a bit slow on the uptake, Eric, but yes, that's the gist of it. Wait, so we can actually fly the Gata ship all the way up to Lunaris? Are you sure? Of course we can. How else did you expect to get home, Yulia? Jeez, you can be really dense sometimes. I knew that part all along. The whole thing about, you know, flying up into the hole and all. So you're the butterfly who has the low self-esteem issues, eh? I see that now. You don't have to try to take credit for everything, dearie. You'll learn that someday. Anyway, I was just peeking in through some of the holes in the castle wall, and figured I'd step in. I love eavesdropping for good causes. I really should get these walls patched up. Enough about the holes and the castle wall. We should be concentrating on the hole in the sky. What do you suggest we do from here, Hughes? I've done some rough calculations taking into account this floatstone's power, and it appears that there's only enough power with the airship with at most 2 passengers. Only 2 passengers on such a sizable airship? Yes, well, maybe the inhabitants of Lunaris don't weigh as much as we do? I'm not really sure. Yeah, we're all butterflies. I knew it. Yulia and I can go as butterflies, though. No need to count us towards the 2 people. If I hold my breath, will that make me lighter? No. So we need to select 2 people other than our butterfly siblings. I speak the obvious when I say that every vessel needs a pilot. This sounds like the perfect job for the young pilot who found Terra Nimbus. Yes, Robin. Any objections? Nay. Silence is understood approval. There's 1. And now who else should go? Jock, bro? I think we all know who that should be. Me. Of course, we all know the other person should be, right? Everyone knows, including me. Well, I think it's an obvious choice, sire. Of course, and that's what I am thinking. I am thinking of the obvious choice. It's May, right? I don't believe so, Your Grace. Father! Dear Eric! While we all know you would be well suited for such a task, we must defer here. Of course, then. We shall defer, and my noble wife, Ophelia, should go in my place. Oh, Eric. Is it like this every day? Because I might move in here so I can watch. If I may, I would like to nominate Jacques. I second that. The spirits of the forest, third that. Yeah, so we're all in agreement. Jacques goes. Well then, I'm glad it's finally settled. Wow, unanimous approval, sort of. You'll get to see Lunaris, Jacques. That makes me so happy. But breathing? It may as well be the last time we see each other, but there's no reason for me to act less haughtily. Do not disappoint me, Jacques. Carry out this task, lest I have to order you a new one. Take this and go save our world. Yes, because I will need 20,000 dash for the moon. That makes sense. I'll take some sugared water for the journey, thanks. Quickly now, we're in a race against time. You've been waiting to say that, haven't you? Well, actually, yes. It's a good line. And this was an appropriate time to use it, thank you very much. I'll go get the airship prepared. Port Puerto engineers and sailors pledge themselves to the expeditious preparation of the goddess ship. All magic scholars and masters of the dark arts shall provide any necessary aid as well. Call us anytime, we're good with our hands. Now everyone's really committed to working together. I almost felt, like, excited for a sec. Yo! Giga Giga! We'll be in the Elderwood. Oh, it almost slipped my mind. We've got to say goodbye to Pam before we go. I've got to fill her in before we say farewell. Let's go, Jacques. Hurry. My lord. Okay. Oh, I thought you were going to talk, so I didn't start moving, and then I moved, and I was like, okay, wait, no, she's going to start talking. Oh, wait, no, what's going on? I'm so confused. I'm running. Welcome back, darlings. Why, you'd been gone so long, I was thinking about calling the Royal Guard. Did you find the person you were looking for in, where was it, Port Puerto? Yes, we tracked down Robin. And not only that, we also went to a place called Terra Nimbus. It's in the sky, above the clouds. The view was sensational. You would have loved it. Oh my, that does sound like quite the adventure. Sounds like a place to visit in one's dreams. All that adventuring must have had you tired out even more than usual. You should head straight to bed. There's something else I need to tell you, Pam. What is it, sweetheart? It's been decided that we'll be going to Lunaris. Lunaris? Up in the sky, Lunaris? Yes, that's right. Oh my. Well, you're definitely going to need a good rest. I can't wait to hear all about your tales of Lunaris. Right, sure. What's the matter, my child? Oh, nothing. We'll tell you about Lunaris when we come back. I promise. Oh, that's so sad. Lovely. Now you two be safe, and go get some rest, for goodness sake. You'll need your energy up there in the clouds. Is that, like, wow, 21,000. Was that 21,000 or was that just 2,100? A perfect fit. Floatstone installation complete. Is that supposed to look like that? Everything's good on this side. Good job, everyone. The airship should be ready for action. All that's left now is to start the engine. Don't start the engine. That sound is scary. Yeah. Yeah. Yum, yum, yum. What a great sleep. Man, I feel rested. Who feels rested? The engine, it spoke. My gears feel so heavy. And where am I? Where are you? Who? Well, who what? I'm the engine. Who are you? I don't recognize any of you. Where's the goddess? What's going on here? Talk, you, or nobody else is going anywhere. I think it finally happened. I must have got a lug nut knocked loose in my head. How's an engine talking? I'm gonna close my shades real quick. Do you really need to be educated on the fact that any proper engine can speak if necessary? Yes, I think we do. I think you all need a realignment. I can't help if you've never seen a talking engine before. So I'll ask you again, where is the goddess? What? Pam? What is it, my child? You never really seemed all that surprised when I told you that I was a butterfly. My busy Yulia, your stories have been filled with dragons, pirates, magic sultans, and flying islands, and now you're off to Lunaris. What does that have to do with anything? Well, let's just say life is full of surprises, my dear. Those who have the most fun are those who can roll with the surprises. I just enjoy them when I find them, or when they find me, I should say. It's a really wonderful way to think about things, Pam. It makes the unknown seem a little less scary. My mother used to say, be courageous in the face of the unknown, be dedicated when confronted with great work, and above all, be honest, generous, and loving in all things. And in the end, you'll see it work for the best. Thank you, Pam. You've been a wonderful friend. As have you, Yulia. And don't speak with that tone in your voice. We'll see each other again. I know we will. I know we will too, Pam. Thank you. This is like so corny, but kind of like, it touches you, man. It touches you. Alright, let's keep going. Yes, I would love to save. This might be a short. It depends on if we have to do like, but if it's butterfly requests, yeah, I think it's butterfly requests. Let's see, because we should be leaving. Like, hello? Yep, butterfly requests. Alright, so I'm gonna end it there. I'm not really sure why it ended there. Could have kept going. But before I do, I'm gonna just pop in some points here, and I think I'm just gonna throw them all into let's put one into vitality and one into luck. Yeah. So I'm gonna save here and stop for the day. So thank you guys so much for watching. Really do appreciate it. And I hope to see you guys at the next episode. Peace.